Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Misun and we're all about embracing womanhood, tying in Islam and talking about wellness as well. Inshallah, today I wanted to talk about consistency. Consistency is showing up even when you don't feel like it. When we recognize that we are scared or we're nervous or even excited about something, we need to make sure that we are not stopping ourselves or even delaying the process because of how we are feeling. If every single time you relied on your emotion, you are not going to get as far as you want and you are not going to be able to reach your potential because you are relying on yourself. It's really important to remember to rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He should be the center of your life and He should be the foundation for everything. The moment that you rely on yourself, you are going to realize very quickly that human beings are very limited. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We can't change the past. All we know is right now. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Alim. He knows what happened in the past, what is going on in the present, and what's going to happen in the future. He is the one that needs to be the center point. When you pray and when you make dua about something, even as small as starting a project or achieving your goal, you need to make sure that you are relying on Him so that He can help you get you there. He is Al-Fattah. He opens up doors for you. So when you pray to Him, make sure that you use His names, inshallah, so that you are able to build a closer connection with Him and to understand that consistency relies on you building a foundation with Him, because then He will make things easier for you and then you will be able to continue building on so you can build a relationship with yourself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves small, consistent efforts. He does not look at all of these huge goals that you have and the fact that you spent this amount of time versus this amount of time, or it took you 1 year rather than a couple of months. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that goes beyond time. We are the ones that feel like if we don't get things done within the next couple of hours, then we are failures. Or if we don't achieve our business goals in 5 years, then we don't know how to run a business. But in reality, we cannot be tied to time. The moment that you fixate on time and how quickly you need to get something done and how slow you are moving, that is when you are allowing the waswas of the shaitan to take over. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not care about how long it took you. He cares that you put in the effort every day to get there. You do not have to give 100% each and every time. The point of consistency is that even when you don't feel like it, you still show up. You don't have to show up 100%. Today you could show up 50, tomorrow you could show up 20, and the day after that you could show up 80. The point is that you tried. It's not that you are coming with all of your full effort to accomplish whatever you set for. Consistency equals growth. If you think that there is no point of you finishing something because you weren't good at it in the first place, it makes absolutely no sense. You are never going to be good at something if you do not put the effort to get there. Consistency is a journey of self-respect and discipline. If you do not respect yourself, then you are not going to have a trusting relationship with yourself. Imagine you tell yourself, I want to accomplish X today. You end up not accomplishing it. The next day comes and you still don't accomplish that thing, and then the day after you set a new goal and you still don't accomplish it. This continues to build on top of one another. You end up having a very broken relationship with yourself because you can't even keep the promises that you told yourself you were going to keep. So how can you expect to be consistent all of a sudden when you can't even do the one thing that you set yourself out to do? An exercise that I like to encourage is that when you feel like you don't want to do something, ask yourself, am I going to regret doing it or am I going to regret not doing it? If you know that you are going to regret not doing it, then that's a sign for you to go ahead and push yourself to do it, because slowly but surely with time you are going to develop a close relationship with yourself that when you say you are going to do something, you end up doing it. Again, you don't have to give 100% full effort. However, it's the fact that you showed up for yourself so that you can be better. You also want to make sure that you are not rushing this process. Consistency isn't something that you are going to pick up right away, especially when you have a history of finding it difficult to do. You need to be able to relax and remind yourself that this is all part of the learning curve. When you show up even 1% or even 10%, you are allowing those blocks to build up on one another. But when you decide, you know what, I'm just going to have hands off, I'm not going to do it anymore, you are now stuck where you are and you're not going to be able to move forward because you put a pause on your life. Sometimes we are the ones that put a block between where we are now and where we want to be. An analogy that I like to remind myself of is the paper towel analogy. If you haven't heard of this analogy, this is such a great reminder to give yourself to keep pushing even in times where you feel like your effort isn't really doing anything. So we have two paper towels. This paper towel is going to be the effort that you are putting in, and this paper towel is going to be where you started. Let's say that you started off here. You feel like every time you keep trying, it is not getting anywhere. But in reality, when you keep trying, you are going to get closer and closer to your goal. Like I said, everything is building blocks. You think you're not getting anywhere, but in reality, you are. You keep trying and trying, even in moments when you don't feel like it. You push yourself to get there. No matter the challenges that you face, you decide to overcome them instead of stopping in your tracks, because you keep reminding yourself, I'm going to get there one day, even if it feels like it's not tomorrow. Now we have your efforts put into play. You reach a point where you want to stop and you're like, I don't know if my efforts are really doing anything. We look back at where we were. Those small efforts built up over time to the point that there is some change, you just can't see it yet. And eventually, the more you keep going, the closer you are to get to your goal. So keep going, because when you keep going, you're eventually going to get somewhere and you're eventually going to get to your goal. So don't stop. You're so close. Just keep going, and inshallah, you're going to get there. And every time you feel defeated and you feel like you're just not getting close, pray about it, make dua, talk to your close friends and family who are seeing you through this process. Or if this is something that you are doing behind the scenes where you aren't really involving anyone, make sure that you are jotting things down along the line, or even taking videos or taking pictures, however you like to keep memories, so you can look back and see that there are those small differences that are going to make a really big change. Now, with the information that I just shared with you, it's important that you put action steps into place, because what's the point of learning something new if you do not do something with it? So inshallah, I want to share 3 tips on how you can stay consistent or start that process of consistency with yourself. The first step is to pray and make dua before you begin, during the process, and even afterwards. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should be the foundation of your life. When you allow Him to take control over your life, you are in a better position, because He is Al-Alim and He is Al-Fattah. He is the one that is all knowledgeable, and He is the one that opens doors for you. So don't rely on yourself, and allow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be the center point so that you can accomplish what you need to get done. The second step is to focus on one goal at a time for today. Don't worry about what you didn't accomplish in the past and all the things that you want to or have to complete in the future. Just think about today and think about one thing that you've been wanting to get done and start on it. Again, you don't have to give it 100% effort, but it's the fact that you began. And I promise you, you will start to notice a difference with you pushing yourself even more during times when you don't feel like it, because now you are building that relationship with yourself. And the last step is to make sure that you reflect. When you take the time to pause, you are giving yourself that space to stay grounded and to allow everything to sink in. But when you don't reflect, you are going to feel like life is going all around you and that you are not living, you are just surviving. But when you take that time to reflect and ask yourself, how did I feel before? What am I thinking during? And how do I feel afterwards? You are going to see a major difference. Inshallah, I hope you all enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you all start to become consistent and build a relationship with yourself so that you can become a better version of you. Inshallah, I will see you all in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.